tell me your name, rank, and how many years you've been a police officer.
Yes, sir. My name is Eric Jones. I'm currently the commander in charge of internal affairs and investigations. I've been here with the city of Taylor for just over 20 years.
Okay, all right. Why did you choose law enforcement as a career?
Well, law enforcement came about in my college days. I took some classes in college. I graduated from Western Michigan University in criminal justice. So I got some influence there early on in college. Liked it, liked everything about it. Liked my classes, liked my instructors, steered me in that direction. I graduated from there. 2002, came back here, went to Schoolcraft Police Academy, and then got hired here in Taylor.
Did you have other opportunities? Why did you choose Taylor?
Of course, I had multiple applications out, obviously, coming fresh out of college and fresh out of the academy. But Taylor drew my attention. I knew a few people here that had worked here, had nothing but good things to talk about. And plus, it's a bigger police department downriver, so the attractions there with bigger city, bigger opportunities, lots of things to do here. So that's where I applied. And luckily, I got hired here first and didn't really have to make a decision. It was there for me. They hired me, and I was like, let's go.
Things were different back then with academy classes and the opportunities and things like that. Opportunities are really good right now, right?
Yes, of course.
For
somebody coming out of the police academy, yes.
Right.
Back then, there was a lot more people that wanted to be the police. A lot more applicants going around. So yeah, you applied a lot of different places back then, and you took who was going to give you a job versus being able to pick and choose where you want to go.
How big was your class coming out of the academy?
There was about 50, I want to say, in there,
Okay.
and half, pre-service, half not. I was on the not side, so I had my applications out in many different places. Luckily, I landed here, and this is where I wanted to be, and all the stars aligned, and I was blessed.
Worked. What are your job responsibilities currently?
Currently, so I'm in internal affairs and investigations, which means I oversee any complaints against the police department, internally, externally. But as far as day-to-day goes, I oversee the records bureau, I oversee the detective bureau. I'm in charge of some of the training here. So all those things take up most of the day-to-day.
Internal investigations, is that touching?
It can be, like when you tell somebody that, they go, oh, you're that guy, or whatever, but it's really not that bad.
Highlights of your career thus far?
Thus far, I feel my entire career has been a highlight. I'm blessed to be a commander at this point. If you'd asked me when I got hired, would I be a commander? Of course not, right? You just want to do the job. But I remember, my first real big arrest. I remember all those types of things. I was on the street for 10 years when I started. I was an FTO. I was in the honor guard. All those were highlights. I was in the detective bureau here for 6 years. All types of highlights there, prosecuting cases from the most extreme to the little ones. So that's a learning experience. Then I got into the promotional ranks. And so I've been very blessed in my career.
When it comes to challenges on the street, we've seen this over a couple decades now. How have things changed significantly as far as patrol officers on the street and what they face, or?
I think the nuts and bolts of the job is pretty similar. Of course, things have changed as far as atmosphere, as far as how you do the job now with all the advances and everything that we have. We have way more tools now than when we started, which makes the job way much better now than it used to be. There's so many other avenues you can take and how you do this job day to day, right? So it's different in that aspect, but we're still here to, provide a service to the community in the most professional way we can, and enforce the laws when necessary.
Let's get into that technology thing.
Yeah.
A lot of new technology in this department, especially within the last 5-6 years.
Yes.
How do you see it, and how has that equipment changed the career path of a lot of guys?
Yeah. So, yeah, like you mentioned, the last 5 or 6 years is the body cameras, the car cameras, the flock system, the Axon tasers, and all that stuff. All that's changed. It's more tools in the toolbox, right, for the police officers, which is a great thing. In over 20 years of my career, it's all been technology. It's always the most advanced cars. It's always the most advanced equipment. It's all those stuff combined that make this job that much more interesting for people, especially for me, because I saw it at one point and I see it now, right? Somebody that gets hired today, who knows in 20 years what they're going to be doing,
Right.
or using, or have the ability to use, or lean on in cases.
I know the flock system is relatively new,
Yes.
okay, compared to some of the others. Can you give kind of the common sense? How does flock work, and
Sure.
what is it helping?
Well, it's a camera system, right, that's out there in the public that scans cars and license plates and things like that. So it's a database and a tool, let's say, for somebody that robs the bank at Eureka Party, let's say, for instance. And we get the call and we get the info, and they have a good image or are able to relay to us that this person left in a car, this color with this license plate. You go into the flock system, and if that car passes a flock camera from now till whenever, it's going to report in that system, and it's real time. So that's the basic overview of it, right? It can be used for a lot of things.
But it's not really used for a. It's not like a traffic control device or anything like that.
No,
you
not
first
at all.
have to have a crime,
Sure.
and then you go look. Right?
Correct. Yeah, the red light cameras that you would see like in Ohio or something like that. Those are license plate readers. Those are red light infractions. They issue a ticket. That's not what that system's for.
Right. Exactly. Goals and aspirations for you after 20 years. What do
Yeah.
you do?
So I mean, I'm here in a blessed spot. After 20 years, my goals from this point forward are just to be the best commander I can be, pass down as much knowledge as I can be, to these guys, training, help them learn, help them, become the best police officers they can be for the city of Taylor, and build this place up as best as I can before somebody else does it after me.
You have a lot of young guys coming in now, young guys and young women.
Yes.
You like what you see?
Absolutely. Young guys and women that come to work here are excited. They're happy to be here. They're happy to be in this community. They talk to people. They see this community, which is tight knit. They love if you grew up in Taylor, you love the city of Taylor, right? They're proud. They're proud of these people. They love to see it. They love to interact with people that they talk to. And overall, the city of Taylor, they love their police, they love their fire, they love their parks, they love everything about Taylor.
Youth can bring a spark to an organization too.
Yes, it can. I mean, a lot of young faces, a lot of young people, brings up memories. Hey, you remember back then when we were this young? We can't believe we're 20 years here. Kind of flies by when you think about it.
What's the top thing you love about this community?
The top, I have family that live here, so I've been around the Downriver area and in Taylor for a long time. And like I said, they love Taylor. If you were born here, and I'm sure it's the same in other cities as well, but I get that vibe from residents all the time, or people I talk to, or even my family. They love the city of Taylor. They love being here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. I mean, it's a big city, right? So there's a lot of stuff here and a lot of things. I'm a baseball fan, so I love the baseball here in Taylor. I follow them. I've been following them for years. I love the Little League World Series that's here.
Sure. There's a lot to do in the city. There's no doubt about that.
Definitely a lot to do.
Well, I'll tell you what. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate you having me.